Time for an update. The last time we had a video was earlier this week, or in the weekend, and on Monday we had a pretty big reveal that I'm still wrapping my head around. We are all still wrapping our heads around. So we went to the doctor, we went to talk to the oncologists on Monday, and we waited for 3 hours. The reason we waited for 3 hours is because my doctor, the lung specialist, was going around with a piece of paper that he has received from the pathology of my throat biopsy, right? If you remember, I went to the hospital because I had something in my throat, a lot of other reasons, but also that. And the pathology finally came back. And the pathology said that they found a cancer that they did not expect. Okay, that could mean a lot of things. The short version, I guess, I don't know if it's a short version. What eventually happened is, I don't have lung cancer. Yeah. It's just so absurd, and that I still am having tough time processing it. They found in my throat endothelial angiosarcoma. That is a little bit more abstract for most people than cancer of lung. It is cancer of the lining of the blood vessels, or soft tissue cancer, or it's a different type of cancer. It's a more complicated type of cancer. It's a rarer type of cancer, and that is what I have. Begs the question, what? So he went to talk to the senior advisor at the Charité Campus Virgo, which is where I am being treated. Very large hospital. He went to talk to the senior advisor lady, and she explained that angiosarcoma and adenocarcinoma, which is what they thought I had in my lungs, look very similar under a microscope. And to the unexperienced, not untrained, of course, they're always trained, but to the unexperienced person, it makes a lot of sense that they would make that mistake. Now, this also makes a lot of sense because the original sample, when it was originally tested, the only place where I had cancer is my lungs, right? We did a PET CT for my entire body, and we did a brain MRI, and I had no cancer anywhere else other than my lungs. Angiosarcoma doesn't generally show up in the lungs first. It is very rare that it shows up in the lungs first. So it's a rare type of cancer, and it's rare for it to show up in the lungs only. So, okay, this looks like lung cancer. It's probably lung cancer. That makes sense. And that is why all the specialists that we've talked to, all the lung specialists that we've talked to, and we've talked to many along lots of different countries and lots of different places, didn't doubt that diagnosis, because why would they? The weird thing about that diagnosis, however, that all of the genetic markers you would expect to find in such a young manifestation of cancer, when I say young, I mean I'm young, is that usually there's some kind of gene mutation that causes it. There's something there, but I have everything negative. And the fact that I don't have lung cancer explains why everything was negative, because those are all lung cancer genetic mutations, and I don't have lung cancer. It makes a lot of sense because all the treatment that I received doesn't line up, and it does line up with angiosarcoma. First line of treatment that I got was cisplatin, which is a very well-known drug that works on pretty much any cancer, and a bunch of other drugs. And once we stopped with the cisplatin and went into maintenance treatment, which is supposed to last for a good amount of time, it immediately stopped working, because those drugs do nothing for angiosarcoma. They are meant for lung cancer, and they didn't work because I don't have lung cancer. And that is why the first line of treatment and the second line of treatment, that's why they worked the way that they did. The cisplatin worked pretty well. The maintenance didn't do anything. Second line of treatment, same thing. The basics of it sort of worked a little bit. Once we went into maintenance, nothing. And that's what it is. So I don't have lung cancer. I've been treated wrong for the last 10 months. Am I angry? In a way. Do I blame the doctors after understanding the explanation? Not really, because, man, that's just... it's like I understand what happened. And it's clear. There's still anger in me, but I don't really direct it into them because I understand what happened, and it's a really crappy situation, but it's still frustrating. It's still kind of crazy. I've been treated for the wrong cancer for 10 months. I suffered through terrible chemo for the wrong cancer that was never going to be fully effective, ever, because that's not targeting the correct cancer. This is both good and bad. First of all, it's good because now we know what cancer I actually have. And that is, of course, a good thing because we can have proper treatment. I can have first-line treatment for this cancer, which can work very well. So we have a lot of more treatment options now because looking at the correct cancer. Yeah. However, with that said, this cancer is way more aggressive. We're not sure why, but it is being very aggressive right now because it's metastasized to several locations. And one of the things that just, all of the research that we've done was not completely in vain, but not exactly. It was misguided because it was in the wrong direction. We need to redo a lot of research. We need to understand this cancer because we don't. Maybe the doctors do, but we don't. And in terms of the metabolic approach, which was purely bred from research, we didn't really have a lot of doctors supporting us other than the Care Oncology Clinic in the UK. We need to redo a lot of research and understand what I should take because we don't know, because it is different to every cancer, and it's a different cancer than what we thought I had. So we have a lot more research to do. So there's positivity, there's good things, but this cancer, again, very aggressive, and it is best, everything that we've looked for online says that it is most manageable the earlier you find it. This is not early. I am not early at all. It is quite late, in fact, which is bad, of course. No idea, really, not much. We are currently waiting for Friday. On Friday, we will finally meet our new doctors at the place that I'm being treated at, and they will tell us what's going on. And now, we had lung specialists lined up to find further options. Most of them, they're all irrelevant at the moment, and we need to find new specialists. And we already have, but we just started getting in contact with them. This takes a little bit of time. We send them all the material. They need to review the material. We need to get an appointment. These things naturally take time, even when we're on the fast track, So it's tough. And absolutely batshit crazy. In distinctly good news, my liver enzymes are going down. I have more energy. And the scale finally showed going up. I was 68 kilos, and I checked today, and it was 69. So I'm going back up. We also started taking a little bit of steroids, which are helping me eat. They're helping me have an appetite and actually want to eat. I actually cried yesterday because I felt like eating. I was actually hungry. I felt like my stomach was actually hungry, and I was like looking for food. I was like, I feel like eating something, and that hasn't happened in a month. So I feel a lot better with that, and I hope that my energy levels and my weight will go up, and will prepare me for the upcoming treatment, because we're probably going to do first-line chemo for this cancer, most probably coming up. That seems the most likely thing at the moment. And yeah, in the meantime, we're taking nothing but painkillers to make sure that my liver does go back up fully. And yeah, insane update. We thought it was a rare case. Turns out it was a much rarer case. And that's what's going on right now. My feelings is a crazy roller coaster, as to be expected. I'm glad that I'm at least feeling better so that Ellie can take care of me a little bit less. and we can, and I can eat better, and I can have more energy, and good things can happen, at least for now. But we are scared, and it's expected. I'm unsure when I'll be able to make longer videos and play and go back to playing Torment, and I'm unsure of exactly when I'll make another video. Might be after Friday, I don't know, trying to update you on what's going on. I really don't know, but I'll try. And for now, we're still fighting. Big struggle, but I think it's getting a little bit better, so yeah. That's the update. I don't have lung cancer. And you know what, if I make it in 10 years and I write the book or something about this, I think that's kind of a nice title. So I don't have lung cancer. I don't know, I kind of like that title. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.